Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Slisha, and in today's video I am going to be showing you my everyday makeup look. I know I had done this one before, but YouTube took it down because of the music and it got blocked. So I'm going to go ahead and refilm it for you guys. It is a little bit different from the other one just because I do use eyelashes every day now, or almost every day. But it is super simple. It does take like about 30 minutes or less to accomplish this look. So if you want to go ahead and see how to do your everyday simple look, then go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so I'm gonna start off by using my Cetaphil moisturizing lotion, and I just put a little bit on there after I wash my face. And then since this is my everyday makeup routine, I do go in with my matte putty primer. I go in with either this one or the poreless one. So yeah, I go in with one of those. And if it's like the weekend, like, you know, my weekend makeup, I do go in with my Hangover Too Faced one. And then I just grab a little bit. I just like just the end of the finger, and then that should be enough. And then before I do start my makeup, I also add some chapstick. It doesn't really matter which chapstick I add, I just have to have chapstick on there, so my lips start getting moisturized before I do my makeup. And I am missing a nail, so don't look at it. So then I just go in with my ColourPop concealer. This is in the shade Light 60N, and I just put it on my eyelids just like that. Grab just a flat brush. You could tell this one, it has concealer on it. Oh, it doesn't focus. Yeah, so I just use like a flat brush, and then I do flatten it out even more, and then I do conceal my lid and shape out my eyebrow. So I just shape it out. So just like that, you could tell I just concealed them. So now it makes my eyebrows look like they're cleaned up already, basically, since my eyebrows are pretty full. So I still go in and I do my eyebrows, but I just don't do them, I don't fill them in as crazy because it already has its shape. So after I do that, I do go in with my Too Faced dark chocolate bronzer on my eyelids. If not, if I want to go for a little darker look, I do go in with my Morphe palette, the 39A, and as you can tell, these are the shades I use the most. So if I want to do like my everyday, I usually just go in with this one since it is like a little bit more bronzier. So I either do that or I just do this one, but this one I use it more as to like blend it in. So for today's video, I'll just go ahead and go in with this shade. And the brush I do use is just like a fluffy brush. As you can tell, it's super fluffy. And I just go ahead and get some, wipe it off, and just bronze up the lid. And then whatever the leftover is, I just go ahead and put it all over the lid, and I just go ahead and start blending the edges. So now that I finished doing the eyes, I do go in with a darker brown. So either with this dark one or this one. I think I'm just gonna go in with this one, and I'm just gonna go ahead and use this super thin brush, and I just go ahead and dip into the eyeshadow and add it into the lash line, just so when I put the eyelashes on, it blends in better. And I don't go super crazy with this. I just go ahead and add a bit just so it is darker. Okay, so now that I did that, I do go in with my foundation next. So I don't have a foundation that matches me perfectly right now because my skin did change. So I just go ahead and mix these two in. This is the Maybelline Superstay foundation, and I have the shade 310, so sun beige, and then I have the shade 128 in warm nude. And I just go ahead and add 1 pump of each. So that's 1 pump of the dark one, and this is 1 pump of the next one. And I just go ahead and blend it in together. And I just go ahead and do some dots all over my face. So now that I blended everything out, as in my foundation, I go in again with my ColourPop concealer, the one I used on my eyelids, and I just go ahead and add a little bit of this at the inner corner and the outsides, just like that. And I go ahead and start blending it in. So now that I've blended everything in, I do use my Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder, and I use the shade Light Fair. There is a Light Fair, and then there's different kinds of shades. I do have the shade Fair, Light Fair, and the Light Medium. So sometimes I use the Light Medium for all over my face when I really don't want to like do too much, as in like I don't want to add bronzer and stuff like that. But I am gonna go in with my Fair Light one, and I do use a dry beauty blender for that one. This one's my wet one, so I just go ahead and go over my under eyes and then my nose area, and I just add it on there. And to these areas I kind of just like tap it in there until it kind of goes away. Okay, so now that I have the powder there, I just go ahead and kind of just put powder all over my face. Just because I am super oily, I like to just add powder all over my face so I don't get super oily throughout the day. And as you can tell, like I don't really add too much, and I kind of do tap it in there. I honestly do recommend this one, and then the shade is also perfect because it's like a dupe for the Laura Mercier powder. I only use the Laura Mercier because it is a bit better than this one, but I use this one like in the weekends, and honestly I could even use this one in the weekends. It passes like it. And then if you get the Fair Light shade, it's like the same color as the Laura Mercier one, so highly recommend this one. So I am gonna go in with my Anastasia brow powder. I do use like the duo, so it is this one right here. I'm in the shade medium brown, and I just go ahead and brush my eyebrows out, like make sure that I don't have any foundation or powder on there. And as you can tell, my eyebrows are pretty full already. I just go ahead and fill in this area right here because I do have some bald spots, and as well as this side right here. Go in with my Anastasia brow pencil. This is in the number 7B. And I go ahead and go in with the dark one. Get some axes and just start filling it in. This is one eyebrow done. As you can tell, I just went in and filled in this right here, and I stopped right here, so there's nothing past this. And I just go ahead and whatever is left on this brush, I just go in and kind of bring it to the front, and then this front area I just kind of go up to mimic the line right here. And nothing crazy, honestly. I just kind of brush them till they look pretty good, and that's honestly a good brow for me already. I don't really care for the front, how I said, just because I already have eyebrow hair, so I believe that's okay with me. And now for the next one, as you can tell, I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in this right here. This one looks like it has more product, but it doesn't, because when I look at the light, they both look even. It's just because of the shadow. I do go in with this one. It's at Ulta. Honestly, I don't even know. It's like $5. It's for eyelash and brows gel mascara. Just go ahead and grab it and make sure I add some gel. I always have to have some gel on my eyebrows just because I have a lot of hair, so they go everywhere. Okay, and then I go in with my eyelash curl and curl my eyelashes. After I do curl my eyelashes, I go in with my mascara. I do use the Mexican mascara. This is the avocado one. So I'm pretty sure if you go to a Mexican grocery store, you could go to maybe like Cozy Fox, those like boutiques and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure they'll have some of these. And I use the avocado one, and I use the this one right here. But I honestly, if I'm gonna put eyelashes, which I do use eyelashes every day, almost every day, honestly. I just go ahead and use this one, and I just put one layer and like a thin layer, just so my eyelashes stick together to these. So the eyelashes that I use for my everyday makeup is by Lash Dub. You can find them on Instagram, also Lash Dub. Let me just put it so you guys can screenshot. Or I just go ahead and put it in the screen. So their Instagram and their Instagram is lashdub.co, and this is in the style Stunna. These are super pretty. They're like super like natural and wispy. So those are the ones I use for my everyday. So then if I don't go in with those eyelashes, I do go in with these eyelashes. These, I found them at the swap meet, and they're from Ellie's Beauty. And honestly, these are super pretty too. They're like really wispy. And I honestly use like my cheaper lashes for like my everyday, because I know that these, like if they get ruined, like I'm not gonna be super like sad about it. I think I paid $12 for all of these. And for these, I think they're $12 individually. So $12 individually and $12 for this pack. So I just go ahead and use these, and then you could honestly reuse them so many times. Like I think these two, and then like the lashes right here, I've only used 3 pairs, and I probably used each of them probably like 6+ times. And honestly, I don't like really care to like take care of those, because I could just go ahead and throw them away. But I am going to go ahead and use my Stunna ones. I just go ahead and use my Duo Clear Glue and add some glue to them. So while I wait that those dry up, I do take off the powder off my face. And I just go ahead and use this BH Cosmetics brush. Honestly, it doesn't even have a name or number. I've had it for such a long time. But it's just like a little fluffy brush, and I just wipe everything off. And after I take it off, I do go in with another BH Cosmetics brush, and again, it doesn't have a number or name because I've had it for such a long time, but it is another fluffy brush. And then I go in with my Butter Bronzer. This is in the shade Deep Bronze, and as you can tell, I use it up, and I just go ahead and add some on here and bronze up my face. And then I go in with another fluffy brush, and it's just another fluffier one. Oh, the brush was kind of messed up right here, but that's how it looks. And then I go in with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. And as you can tell, this one I use a lot too. And I just go ahead and go over it again, just so it could give me a little bit more bronzier slash contour look. And then I do go in with this fluffy brush, It's an eyeshadow brush, but honestly it's super fluffy that I like to use it for my nose. So I also go in with the bronzer, and this is the one I use to like bronze up / contour my nose. I go in with this brush, and as you can tell, it's my blush brush. And then I go in with the Wet n Wild in the shade Mellow Wine, or 328B. And as you can tell, I use a lot of these up every day, so that's why they're all running out. And I just go ahead and add it on my cheeks. And honestly, I didn't used to add blush for such a long time, but then I started adding blush and I was like, it makes a huge difference. So now I add it. And now, by the time that I finish doing my whole face, my eyelashes are ready to put on. So you can tell just like the edges need to be dry a little bit, but they're tacky for the most part. And I go ahead and use my mirror here and just add my eyelashes. And just like that, in less than a minute, they're on. And as you can tell, it makes your eyes just look super pretty, like fluffy, like not too dramatic. And then I wait a little bit, and then I just go ahead and use my tweezers and I start squeezing my actual eyelash with the fake eyelashes, just so they could stick together and they could all look like it's one. Okay, and now that the eyelashes are done, so now I go in with my Too Faced dark chocolate one, not the regular chocolate, but the dark chocolate one. And I use a little, what is it, pencil brush, I believe. And I go ahead and just dip it in there a little bit and put some on my bottom lash. I go in with my telescopic L'Oreal mascara, and the wand is super thin. And honestly, I don't go super crazy with my bottom lashes for my everyday makeup, just because I want it to look a little bit more natural. I go in with my butter highlighter. It's also from the Physician formula, and this is in the shade Champagne. So I just grab a little small brush, and so I just go in and add some to my inner corner for both sides, obviously. And that is pretty much it. Then I just go in with the Q-tip and I just go ahead and clean off my lips. Then I go in with my NYX lip liner in the shade Natural, and I just go ahead and go over my lips a little bit. So I went over them already, and then I do go in with my NYX lip liner in the shade Nude Trophy, and then I also go in, this one I kind of just go in the Cupid's bow just to make my lips look bigger. And last but not least, I do go in with my e.l.f. lip plumper gloss, and then in the shade Mocha Twist. And I'm pretty sure you guys have all heard of this one, and I just go ahead and put it all over my lips. And there you go. And then I just go ahead and straighten my hair or curl it or whatever I'm gonna do for the day. For the most part, since I do go to work, I just go ahead and straighten it. But that's the look. And honestly, it takes me like about 30 minutes to finish. It did take me a little bit longer today since I am obviously recording, but for the most part it does take me like about 30 minutes to do this look, if not even less. But yeah, it's cute, it's simple, and you look a little dolled up. So it is the end of the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys do want me to do any more of these makeup looks or anything in specific, just go ahead and let me know and I'll try to film it for you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. What was I gonna say? Llorar, fumar, tomar, robar es casi necesario si estoy yo. Oh, they're so annoying. And then my next eyebrow. I mean,